I'm Lamitschka for Country Music News International, and today we have country music legend Gary Morris. Gary, welcome to Country Music News International.
Thank you very much.
For all our readers who might be hearing about you for the first time, could you please introduce yourself and the music you are playing?
All right, my first records go back all the way back to the early 1980s. From Warner Brothers Records. In '83 I had Song of the Year, a song called Wind Beneath My Wings. Toured really extensively until the early 90s. I had 20 top 10s and I believe 5 number 1s. Then I went to New York and I did a little show called Les Miserables. Played the lead on Broadway for a little short period of time, and then I went out to Colorado, where I own a ranch, and I built a lodge and kind of moved away from going out and touring for a period of time. Brought people in to go hunt and fish and play outdoors. And about 2 years ago, I fired it back up, and I've had an album called Faith and Freedom, which is really a compilation of some songs that I recorded over a period of time all over the world, from live recordings from Russia, from California, etc., different places. And right now, as we speak, I've just released the first single off a brand new project, which is an acoustic project. And the project's called If You Were Mine, and it's singer-songwriter stuff, and so I'm back out playing. I'll be doing a show in Nashville, or 2 this month, then heading back to my ranch, and then out for a tour for the rest of the year.
What inspired you by the new album?
You know, I signed as a writer with Warner Brothers Music before I ever signed as an artist to sing, and so I've always written. When I kind of have refused to say I'm just going to go out and play my history, and since I continue to write, I've compiled some songs that I really like and thought it was time to go ahead and go in the studio and record something new. This particular album is, I'm going to say it's love song oriented, and there'll be some people who like some of them and some people won't like some of them, because love's not always great.
Well, is there a difference between the writing when you start and now?
Oh, of course. I have a buddy in New Zealand that you know, we can write on the internet. I mean, you know, everything is so different, and recording is so different too because of the technology that's available. There's still, for me, nothing better if I'm going to co-write with somebody to be in the room, and with 2 of us with guitars or pianos or whatever, and tossing ideas back and forth one-on-one. But my son Matt, who's also a recording artist and writer, he writes with people all over the world. He'll travel there, or he'll write using the newest technology. It's the same thing with recording now. When I started recording, the studios in Nashville were an integral part of making records. You can do them at home now, and not give up any quality. If you're a player, or have players or no players and can do that, the technology is available to make your own record. So it's a nice change.
If you can rebuild the music industry, what would you change?
Well, if I could rebuild it, I would make sure that record companies are out front in the world of technology. The biggest problem I see with where we are in this technological age is there's now at least two generations that believe music is free. And because record companies weren't out in front in the digital age protecting copyrights. And so therefore, like this current single I have, If You Were Mine, It's available on iTunes and CD Baby and Amazon and those different formats. But you can download one copy and then share it with 1 million people. And that law changed here in America, I believe, in January. There was a code you could put on it that if you bought it, it was yours, but you couldn't be sharing it. So now, from a songwriter standpoint, from an artist standpoint, you got one sale. If you were on Warner Brothers and they downloaded your CD, you would get, if it was a single, you'd get 6 cents, 7 cents, and then it could go to 1 million people. I'd be out in front. I'd also, if I could rebuild it all, I wouldn't let accountants run any of it. I'd let accountants do accounting, and I'd make sure that it was music people that were running labels. In the 60s and early 70s, it was music people that were running the labels, and we had artists that represented different walks of life, different kinds of music. And then accountants came in and said, wow, we can make a lot of money here, so let's make this a money format, not a music format. So those two things are something that I would do. I'm not smart enough to do either one of them, but I would try to find people that are.
So if people like to come in touch with you, might be for songwriting or like to find out more information about you, what they have to do?
Well, because of our technology, they can go to GaryMorris.com. I also am on Facebook, Gary Morris Band, and I'm also on Twitter, Gary Morris Tour. And so, because of this wonderful little machine here, now when I'm going down the road or pulled over or somewhere, I'll be twittering. In fact, when I leave here, I'll be twittering about talking with you.
Cool. So, friends and neighbors, if you like to find more about him, stay here at Country Music News International all days, or go to his websites or Twitter with him, whatever you want. Have a good one.